Take your seats. Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Diana. I'm Aishwarya.
What are the serial numbers given to you?
My serial number is 5. And mine is 5.
Okay. Now, Rihanna, can you tell your hobbies?
My hobbies are the usual, I like singing and dancing, but I like fashion a lot. I'd like to take up a job in fashion industry in the future. And I like literature a lot, so maybe I'll be an author someday.
What about you, Aishwarya?
I like researching and science a lot. I like to take up a career as a scientist. I would like to take up my career as a scientist. I would like to invent something like an equation or something. And I believe that we can make a math to be successful. And then I believe that if we put your hopes on, we can definitely be successful. And my role models are Einstein and Marie Curie.
Who are there in your family, Rihanna?
My mom, dad, and my
Can you describe your brother?
well, he's kind of annoying at times, but he's caring as well.
What about you, Aishwarya?
My mother, father, and my sister. He's my little sister. He's in New York right now, but I miss her so much.
Okay. Now we'll start with your topic. First, Rihanna will speak for a minute. After she finishes, you have to ask a question, then I will also ask a question. Are you ready, Rihanna? Yes.
So the topic given to me was children and computer. So children nowadays spend a lot of time on the computer. Spending time on the computer is not much of a crime or something. In fact, doing research work is really good. But what do children do nowadays on the computer? They don't do anything productive of their time. They only end up playing games and chatting with people. And games nowadays, promote a lot of violence. This gives them the wrong idea and takes them in the wrong path. And chatting with friends, it's good, but chatting with strangers makes everything worse. And this may even create a problem in their future as well. It's like a bad impression on them. So, do it. They can. They mostly do all like they end up chatting with people and all that. And now in the newspapers you can find many articles, internet abuses. So every 1 month at least there are 2 articles in the newspaper about internet abuse. So using computer in a good way is fine, but in a bad way.
Yes, can you ask a question?
So apart from spending time on computers, what else could children do?
They could go outdoors, play games and all with their friends. And you can give them a camera and just send them out to take pictures if they're interested in photography or this. Nature is really good. So spend time outside than spending it inside in front of computers.
Do you think these days children will do it? What you suggested?
They might, because photography is really interesting, at least I think so. And spending time with their friends, who doesn't like that?
Thank you, Rihanna. Now it's your turn, Aishwarya.
The topic given to me today is child labor. Child labor, what is basically child labor? It's basically forcefully engage children to work until the age of 14. So nowadays when we go to any dhaba, restaurants and construction sites, we find a lot of children working there. So basically child labor hampers the development of a country. It makes a country less successful and less developed, and becomes a really big problem for the country to be more developed because of child labor. We find a lot of child labor cases in rural areas and especially construction sites and factory sites and factories. The Constitution in India has declared child labor totally against, like it should not be followed. So especially the right against exploitation, it's one of the major right against exploitation. So child labor must be stopped according to me. Child labor is like a dark scar on humanity, and children are deprived of their education. Children are the future, like their future generation, and they are the wealth of a nation. So we need to understand this, and people must stop child labor. Only then can India develop. So government needs to take even more strict steps and regulations, and if we really try and put a wholehearted cooperation, we can definitely stop child labor.
Do you think child labor will be removed from the society?
Yeah, nothing is impossible. If we really try, we definitely can remove child labor. It's not impossible. So, but for that we need to put our heart and soul into that, because government alone cannot do anything. We need to put our whole mind into operation for that.
Thank you, Ashwini. Now we go to the third task. Third task is problem solving. Now I have a problem in front of you. I'll read it aloud. Your friend is participating in a group dance competition. However, she does not attend the rehearsals. The rest of the group is annoyed with her. Discuss with your partner what advice you would give to your friend and the group. It is your problem. We can discuss loudly.
So here they're saying that the friend is not going for the rehearsals. So there's a reason behind everything. We need to find out the reason and try to correct it. Whatever the problem is, we are friends. So as friends, it's our responsibility to solve other people's problems. So we can just try to understand her and just be there for her.
And I think we need to make her understand that practice only makes a man perfect. So if she goes to rehearsals, her teammates can be really advantaged by that. They also can enjoy her time with her. They can also ask her to put her own steps in her dance actually, and she must be having some favorites. So then we'll ask her, we motivate her, and we ask her to practice more and go to rehearsals.
Okay, so you think whatever advices you give to your friend, will she take it seriously?
Yeah, she's a friend, so I think she will take it seriously. I mean, she's a really understanding girl. She can understand what we say.
What do you think, Sneha?
She's a friend, so friends are there for each other. They always understand each other and they work for each other. So if we are her friends, right, so she listens to us. Maybe even we could join with her and go to the rehearsals. Make it a fun time.
Thank you both of you.